Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of Craig Houston Talks to Houston. We have a problem call-in show, and shocked I'm doing one today because last night went on forever and I was shattered by the end of it. I think we had a 3.5 hour marathon last night, but get DJR in to see it. In fact, I better put the names on so people can see who's who. And you were just telling us there, buddy, you were wanting to talk about something that happened in the follow-up to the protests up in Aberdeen.
It was there's a group on Facebook we made, so Aberdeen far right rat. No, save our women from right wing rats in Aberdeen. And this guy who's been attending the protests, he's had his face put all over it, but they've also found out his kid, and they've been posting his kid about this group as well.
And did you say they were on Twitter?
Facebook.
That's unbelievable. So what is it they're doing?
Well, the guy had a picture of his kid on like the home screen of his phone, and they've done the same, like with me, but not the same situation. They've just called me a racist with no evidence, and asked, "Where's your evidence?" I got blocked from the group for asking that, so it seems they're just targeting anyone that goes to these protests. But you can see on a lot of their posts, it says they've got multiple comments, and then when you go to them, all the comments are gone. So I think that's people maybe trying to back themselves up, and they're blocking the people when they start backing themselves up.
What's the name of the group?
What is it? Save Our Women from Right-Wing Rats in Aberdeen. It's quite a long title. It's a public group, I believe, so you should be able to see it.
Save Our Women. Right, let's see what this brings up. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah.
So scroll down to the second post.
Hold on a second, I'll share this. Share screen. Facebook. So, let's get that up. Yeah, it's up. Right, so did you say second post down? Perhaps Adam Cruikshank let us know where and when he'll be attending the protests, creating fake Facebook to attack. This man and others have abused women in Aberdeen daily for years and years. There you go. Adam C.
That's it.
I spoke to that guy.
So if you go down and if you look in the comments, that's where they've posted it.
Can't you see any? Huh?
Right, open up the comments.
Oh, we can open that actually.
Scroll down.
Oh,
there it is.
Adam Cruikshank made the silly mistake of not cropping out personal photos of his son Ollie when he posted screenshots of his photos to the bus stop man. Right, okay. So if somebody makes a mistake and doesn't crop photos of their kid, you don't need to be an arsehole and redo them. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Same Ollie on his wife's Facebook page. Unbelievable. Folks, watch out. Rebecca Morgan making false allegations about another man. This little bitch need a rope. Oh, that's lovely talk, isn't it? They're obviously never do these things in their own name.
No.
Nice people, eh?
Aye, but if you keep scrolling down, you'll see my my one as well. But as I said, they blocked me as soon as I tried to back myself up, saying, "Where's your evidence?" You know. And it was basically an instant block. So I think it was quite a while down now.
Another classic Kenny Taylor. Oh, well. I tell you, we've certainly got them. Got them on the ropes. They're going to, you know what I mean? This is a panic mode thing. If these people genuinely thought what we were doing was of no consequence at all to anything, then they wouldn't be doing this. They'd be doing other things.
Well, it's like I said, I had 500 hate comments from one person on my YouTube channel across multiple videos, and I was like, I just have to block him for his own sanity, you know.
Oh, you're right. You're doing him a favour because it's to do 500 comments.
It's a bit crazy, you know. Like I don't care one or two, you know. do whatever you want. I don't care. But I think 500's a bit excessive, you know.
So where's this one with you?
Oh, you just gone past it. It was up a bit.
Oh, have I?
Bring it up that one. There it is. Oh, you just gone past it again. Down. Ah, is that one just there? Oh, down.
Oh,
There you are.
this is you.
Aye. And if you see, it says 10 plus comments at the side, but you go down and it's only like 1 or 2.
So they're putting stuff on and then pull.
Well, they blocked me, that's why.
Correct bots. Right, we've got somebody joined in, but I can't bring you up to the stage because it says you'll need to connect your mic stroke cam before you can add them to the stream. So the Haunted Fanny, which obviously I would imagine is not somebody's real name, sitting there, but I can't bring you up because you've not got a camera or a mic. Hold on. So let's see what the comments are saying. Oh, I forgot to turn the comments on so you can see them down there. So I do apologise. Right, so what we got? Craig, would you know if there's any transport being laid on to the Tommy Robinson rally? I don't, and somebody was asking me about folk getting lifts and stuff, and I think most people are getting their flights or trains. I don't think many people will be driving from here. Flash protests in Epping. Well, anybody get anything on that? Stick it into the comments and we'll have a look at it. Somebody try to book the plane, a lot of hellos. EasyJet put the prices up. That's just what they do. See if there's any questions. Some people flying down the 12th. And the Haunted's disappeared. Let's see. There's a match there. I forgot to turn the things on. So, AC shine a light on you. Get up and get active. So I think the show's going to be a bit quieter than it was last night because we had like 9 or 10 folk who had asked to come in, to tell us certain stuff, John and yourself and whatever. So I think it's going to be a bit quieter tonight because a few of them were on it for 3.5 hours. So just remember what the whole point of this is. It's a phone in, so do what the Haunted tried to do, but couldn't get in. If you're in YouTube, go into the description. There's a link there. Just click it. If you're on Twitter, it's on the name, at the end of the name. Just copy and paste that and get busy. And I think Michael's getting the overnight train. I might be doing that myself. I need to get myself sorted. I need to be down the day before and the day in. So I'll be down in London for a few days. So I need to get my travel arrangements sorted around up lastminute.com and either pay £4 million or get the rubbish times and trains and things. So what's your next ventures, DJR? What's next on the...
Well, Saturday, I think it's the return to the beach hotel. So apparently there's meant to be bigger crowds and, I guess that's the first one that started all the hotels protest in Aberdeen, so they want to return and, I guess, show the growth of the group.
Yeah, so how many hotels have they protested at in Aberdeen? Is it 3 or have I missed some?
4, possibly now. I think so. I think West Hill... No, I think we are, 3. Yeah, 3. I keep getting mixed up with the Peterhead event. But most of them are just on the beach.
Aye. Annie's put in Foxy and Hot Takes. That's a pal of mine, David. He's just put out a video stating he's heard rumours that if you have a council house and a spare room, you're getting a migrant. Well, I'd heard something similar, but what they were saying was if you had a spare room, they'd be taking you out of that house, putting you in a smaller house and giving your house to someone on the social housing requirements, which tends to be migrants. So I don't know if there's maybe a wee bit of cross purposes there. They have admitted immigration was deliberately good bankers of BlackRock. It's all out now. Where's that, Brian? Yeah, anything more on that? Stick it in. Did you hear about AJ audits? Well, I did, yes. I heard he got arrested for going in and helping himself to food in a migrant hotel, and apparently that's led him to be charged. Don't know if there's any more yet than that, but I also seen another guy get his door kicked in down south that he'd been active at the protests, and it was just proper overkill. There was like 8 or 10 cops in Robocop suits and kicked the door in. I was shown a video up in Aberdeen. There's a couple of cases going on up there just now due to the protests, and one in particular, there's a whole group of people. They might be coming on here later on in the week. I've told them to speak to their lawyers before we do anything. But one person showed me footage from the Ring doorbell when the police turned up to arrest them, and she wasn't in, and there was 8 of them, and a joiner, and the joiner was there to basically break the door, and the woman's got a little kid in the house, and it was quite a new house, and you're like, this is getting pretty nuts, pretty nuts. Anyway, we've got Black Grouse in the room. So I'm going to bring you up to the stage, Black Grouse, and the stage is yours. How can we help you? What's the problem? What do you want to discuss? Hello, Black Grouse. You need to turn. You've just turned your mute on, Black Grouse. You need to turn it off.
Oh,
Hi there.
Apologies for that. I
Sorry?
only joined. I was watching you on Twitter, and I wanted to see what StreamYard was. I don't really have much to say, to be honest. I'm just kind of following the rhetoric of everything and agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone mute again.
You went mute again, Black.
I didn't mean to come on to stage. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Are you from the northeast?
I've never used this before.
No problem. Are you from the northeast?
I am from Moray. There's a lot of issues here, as you can imagine. Well, as you've probably seen, used to bide in Aberdeen, a bit all over the place, round about here, and England, Birmingham, Cotswolds, Northampton, etc. And it just seems to be spilling over up to here now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing that I find pretty bizarre. It's the amount of rural areas that are getting real issues, and it's easier to make a bigger negative impact in a rural area because, you put 100 folk in there, it kind of makes a massive difference. You put 100 people in Glasgow or Edinburgh, you kind of miss them a wee bit. But Glasgow's had this problem for a long time because we've been a sanctuary status for ages, and now Glasgow's bursting at the seams. So it just appears that we're now just getting folk spread out everywhere, and the effect, I couldn't believe it when we first spoke to Stephen when he was planning the Peterhead protest, and I'm like, Peterhead, migrant problem, surely this can't happen, and it does happen. It's happening in Falkirk, it's happening in Perth, it's happening all over the place.
I'm just reading your comments, and Equine Card Louise was more issues, and we had quite a big hotel in Elgin a while back, but luckily they got moved on quite quick. But we are hearing of other hotels beginning to take them in. Whether it's a rumor, I don't know, but it kind of happened, and I don't think the folk Faroon here will allow it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been really heartened over the last few weeks with the amount of protests that's happening in Scotland now, and it seems to be ranked up down south. And before, people would say, protests don't work. But when you see what's happened at Epping, you see what's happened in the Supreme Court cases where they're basically saying a man's a man, a woman's a woman, then these things only happened because people done something about it, from grassroots upwards. And the Women Won't Least campaign, it was a fantastic campaign. And ultimately, they took the Scottish Government to court, went all the way to the Supreme Court and won. And then Epping. So these things are just purely results by people having a bit of civil action. And these things are allowed. So keep it going. And if you're in an area, especially the rural areas, it's just, get busy. And, you'll get support all over the place.
I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm seeing couple of folk in your comments, and they're commenting on the 8 acres. They obviously can fit them on about. We've got Burns here, and it's an issue. It's a worry. Shouldn't it be happening?
It shouldn't be happening anywhere. But I just think rural areas, it's even more mental. You know what I mean? I had a guy on, done a podcast with him about 6-8 weeks ago, down in the Borders, and he contacted me through Twitter, I think, and he says, "Look, Craig, I live here, and this is what's happening in X, Y, and Z." And it was delivery drivers going about, people with delivery drivers' uniforms, not Amazon, but Amazon uniforms, and just walking into people's houses down in the Borders. So we came on, we'd done a sort of 10-15 minute podcast and put it out, and he got absolute pelters, folks saying that he was a liar and he was X, Y, and Z. And you're like, this is happening in rural areas. It's just most bizarre, to be honest with you.
It's a strange one. It's a worry. I just seen somebody post about Portsoy. Elgin, I must admit, Elgin was a couple of years ago, I think, maybe a year ago, and it was abandoned by them. But I believe Buckie is next on the target. We shall see. They're denying it. But we'll see what happens, because they've done it before.
Well, I'll tell you a story, and you maybe need to try this as well. There was a few people, residents in a town, out to me and suggested that there was a old folks home that had been closed, an ex-council home, been closed for a couple of years, and the fear was it was going to get turned into a migrant accommodation. So I went out, done a 10-15 minute video from it, showed it how it was right in the middle of a residential street. There was a primary school just diagonal across from it. Put the video out. There was a hit piece done in a local paper telling everybody I was a far right rabble rouser and was just making stuff up. And about 3-4 weeks later after that, I get contacted by somebody within the council to speak to me privately and anonymously, and said the council are going to put it out that they were never considering that as an asylum home, but they were. And what they were scared of was because after the video, they started hearing rumours about the location, and they were scared of the backlash. So now they've knocked it in the head, but they're telling everybody they were never doing it anyway because they don't want to tell folk like they've just bowed down to pressure. But that's exactly what happened. So if you can get in there before these things become, you can sometimes sway decisions well before they're made. And that's kind of a tactic. Don't be scared of that. And then they'll tell you that it didn't work anyway because, they were never doing it. But they do. And they'll change their mind if they think there's going to be enough civil unrest.
Well, it's funny you say that. I mean, I'm in regular contact with the councillors for around here anyway, and I've made my opinions clear. Somebody's just put in a chat, if they came near Buckie, they'd probably get run out anyway, and they're probably right in Buckie, because Buckie's been like that. But places like Elgin, Forres, they're not quite forthcoming. We'll see if it happens, but we do not want them. And it's no racism, no at all. We've had folk here, Chinese, Indian, Polish, no issues for years. But when they start coming over and believing that they run the place, that's when the issue happens.
Aye, and people, I think right across Scotland, we're used to people from other countries coming. But when it makes a massive impact on the demographics of a small town, it's not right. It's not right. And the problem we've got is, the bigger problem we've got is 80-90% of them are undocumented. We don't know who they are. And inevitably...
That's the biggest issue for me.
Yeah. And inevitably, what's this one? An Epping protest in the Bell Car Park as we speak. I wonder what's going on there. Inevitably, Can't remember what it was. I gets distracted there. Yeah, inevitably you end up arising things happening around the addresses because they put 100 men into, a close area. Of course, things are going to happen. Into, close.
I'm going to take a step back and let the other Ian speak, I think.
Okay, sir.
Plenty of
Well,
them.
thanks for coming in.
So,
Even though it was an accident, thanks for coming on.
I thank you for having me.
No problem. You take care, sir. Lovely to speak. Right, we've got John and PT came in. PT was in first. So, PT, do you want to speak first? How can we help you tonight? Right, we've got John and PT was in first. So, I'm just going to, PT, I'm just going to mute you a wee second. It's really difficult to hear you. I think what's happening is you've got us on the background, whether it's a background in the app you're using. I'll need to mute you. We can't hear you. You'll need to sort out your audio. You've got us twice. We can hear everything twice, so it's crazy. So I'll just see. Yeah, still happening, mate. John, how are you tonight?
I am good, mate. Yourself?
I am all right. Bit tired after last night's escapades, but we're still here.
Aye. Well, I was just here and I'm on about Bucky there and on about when they come to that kind of little areas, but I've had a lot of messages today on about Inverurie, Foggy and Aberchurder. Supposedly there's been a big influx in the last few days of that kind of aged males kicking about, and I just heard a story there that a family that's actually been there for a while just attacked the children in the area and shouting to them, 1 month, you wait 1 month. So just thought we'd maybe bring that up in anybody from that little towns and little areas outside Aberdeenshire especially. If you know anything, just let us know, because I think it could be moving up there to use as well.
What town was that happening? That issue you're saying?
I just got that message, maybe 10 minutes ago, and then I seen that you were live, so I thought maybe I'd come on and share it.
But what town was that in?
Oh, what town was that in? That was in Inverurie. That was in Inverurie.
Getting threats like that. That's horrible.
Scary.
So how's things been? Are you back down to normal after your successful Saturday?
Aye, just having a bit of a relaxed day. Just turned my phone off for a few hours, so turned it back on now. Just chilling.
Are you at work?
I wasn't working a day. I'm back to work tomorrow though. Back to work tomorrow.
So I'm going to try PT again. PT, I think it's still the same. I'm going to start hearing a lot of echo, so let's see if it's any better now. That better for you, PT? Can you hear us?
Hello, Craig. We have a problem.
Hi there.
I'm getting a delay. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. That's a lot better and clearer now.
That's good. That's good. Oh, massive fan of the program. I listened to it for about 3 hours last night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you ever get to your bed?
I don't know if it's your reception. It's very quiet now. Hold on, I'm going to try and turn your microphone up this end, but I'm struggling to even hear you now. The reverb's is that better?
I don't know. It sounds a bit bouncy just now, but what was?
Oh, that's better.
Is anyone going to 13?
I don't know. If you're out and about, mate, you can get your volume's going up and down and in and out. It's really struggling to hear a sentence, PT. If you're out and about, it kind of makes sense. But if you can get yourself near Wi-Fi, it might be better to hear you. But it's really difficult to try and decipher what you're saying.
I'm from Britain.
Oh. Mate, I've had to mute you. I can't hear you. It's just terrible. I'm going to. You're obviously. You sound as if you're out in the middle of a field somewhere, so it must be a reception thing.
I think he's just got your ultra fast Wi-Fi.
Aye, my old one. John's just disappeared. I was wanting to ask him about what was going on Saturday, because you get new plans for Aberdeen. So if you're still hanging about, John, just give us a wee shout and nick back in, will you? Let's just go to comments, see if there's anything here. There was a question, and I don't know where I'll put it. But basically asking how we're going to fix this. But the only thing you can do with the governments, etc., if they are all rotten, then we need to change the people. And that's by getting normal people elected. And I'm going to stand for election at Holyrood, and I don't really care if people are in my party or not in my party. If they get elected and they're sensible people, then I'll work with them. And we need to get a lot of sensible people in these parliaments, whether that's Holyrood or Westminster or the Assembly in Northern Ireland or the Senate in Wales. That's kind of what we need to do. And we just need to put pressure on the ones that are there. And if they realise that the public are against them and we need to sort stuff, then they might sort stuff. And if they don't, we need to replace them. Somebody up in Aberdeen saying it's Sophie Molly that's running the Save Our Women from Right Wing Rats page. That'd be interesting.
I had someone say that on my page as well, but it's hard to prove, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to see. That's worse Wi-Fi than Craig's. Cheers, Stephen. Was that Stephen was getting a bit of grief? His daughter and stuff like that.
Yesterday, wasn't it?
Is that the same one? Same?
No, it's not on that page. But I remember he came up on live and said something about yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, people are saying about Epping, so I'm just going to bear with me a wee second. I'm just going to have a wee look on Twitter just to see if there's anything that we can share with everybody in the room if we get latest Epping. Let's see. Used to live in Epping for years now. Let's see. Can you see anything? Oh, there we go. Live. There's something happening. So, to the advert for over, and I'll get this shared. One, two, share screen. So, right. So, that's sharing it. Yeah, full screen. As his adverts are finished. This is AY Audits. This is the guy we had him live.
I find it very strange. Yeah,
Yes,
the other day,
let's see what's going on here.
I come out of this hotel and was very happily allowed to talk to people. Yeah, but now tonight, for some reason, I'll tell you what it was. It was a fake geezer that you sent out in the first place. That's what it was. Yeah, you sent out a fake geezer, yeah, to come out and talk to people, use all these buzzwords, yeah. But then when a real migrant is there, it was very like, I come in the country 20 days previous but speak perfect English. Yeah, tell me that. Yeah. But SIA license. I wonder why. This is one of the migrants. Yeah. There you go. You know? No, I'm just saying. So exactly. So you're not suggesting I'm trying to intimidate. Exactly. So listen, the more, yeah, that you get the scene, then put yourself in his position. Because you're creating it, no one else. If you just let us talk to him like normal, like you did do the other day, why from here? This is not how humans communicate. You know, this is, you know, that's not how people shouting across to each other. Shouting? No, it's not, buddy. Shouting and stuff is not the right way forward, is it? Yeah. Yeah. You can't stop. You can't. I'd love to see you, to be honest. Yeah. You can't. I know for a fact you can't. Because you've already just said on camera, yeah, that there was no breach of the peace previous. You don't believe I'm in. Listen, there was no breach of the peace. Listen, look, I've got you on camera, on a live stream, just turning around saying, openly admitting that I'm not intimidating him. Yes, you did. Exactly. I'm not intending to intimidate him. So therefore, if I'm not intending to intimidate him, you know what, then how can I then be committing a breach of the peace? I won't be, will I?
Well, you're not going to be approaching us.
Why not?
Because I think there will be a breach of peace if you're approaching.
Because you think? No, but that's not how the law works, I'm afraid.
It is today.
But you just said a minute ago, yeah, that you don't leave. Look, you're the inspector, yeah? So he's just said on a live stream, yeah, in front of everybody, that he does not believe that I'm going to intimidate him. Yeah, that's what you said.
That's what you intended.
Yeah, okay, I don't, but you don't believe I intend to. So all I want to do is talk with him.
I don't think that's wise.
So if he wants to talk, so if he refuses to talk, okay.
He's obviously got you all around
Look,
him. So put yourself in his shoes.
If
Let's
he,
just leave him there.
okay, so look, listen, if he turned around and said to me, yeah, I don't want to talk to you, I said, okay, no problem. But I'm not being told by him.
But you
No,
can see he's turning away.
Not, look how many people is there with cameras. Do you know what I mean? You had a Somalian guy come out the other day, yeah, that's been in the country for 20, hear me out, for 20 days, yeah, come out and spoke to 5 mainstream medias, yeah, and 1 YouTuber. Yeah, they do not ever come out and talk to anybody. Yeah, they're not allowed to talk to people. But these have come out to talk to people. He's only been in the country 20 days, perfect English, and used words that me and you can't even speak. You know, he read from a script. So why can't we talk to him? You know?
Why do you do this for school? Obviously, he's got everyone around him. So
Pardon?
The funny thing is,
Mate, but you only got everybody around him. Yeah.
you know what the funny thing is? It was just us two.
Exactly.
He prevented
Exactly.
us speaking to him. That's why
Exactly.
this happened. That's what everyone's talking about.
Exactly.
Just openly speak to him. I'm a kid. I'm not going to do anything to him.
Exactly.
He's an investigator. He does everything on YouTube. You can check out his channel, mate. He's
he's turned away and decided.
yeah, but he hasn't said, I don't want to speak to
Only
him.
when all these people come.
You can see that. You can see
Only
The
when,
only reason he's
only
feeling
when
like
all
that is
these,
because of
all
all
these
these people
people
that come.
come.
Because of your
Yeah,
certain
because
officers.
exactly.
Everyone has come over.
It is.
Everyone's come over to him. Let's just leave him there. He doesn't obviously want to engage.
Do you want to talk to the camera? He hasn't answered, has he? Can't say yes or no.
He's turned away. So that's enough. He doesn't want it. And obviously everyone's been around. So what Martin said here is correct.
Oh, what's up, screen, everybody? Come on, share the live.
You can still speak for yourself. I'm asking so what's the problem? I'm asking
Are you in charge or is
Yeah,
it?
we don't know, they're all undocumented.
Leave me alone.
He doesn't want to speak to you.
How about that?
We
How
don't want our
about
kids getting
that?
told
I
they do.
He doesn't want to talk to
will
him.
not.
Muted, Craig. Craig, you're muted.
So you didn't hear any of that. Right. What I'll do is I'll leave that on the side. I'll leave that on the side just now. He's lost it. Leave that on the side just now, so if anything does go different, we can click back on, get the sound back on. But just so folk don't think I'm a bit of an arse, a lot of people are funny about folk using other people's videos and stuff. I had AY on just last week for a good half an hour, 45-minute podcast with him. And he was saying, as if you've got anything, and he was actually on the live, that's how it started. He jumped on the live, then me and him done a podcast the following day. And he's like, look, if you ever see anything of mine, just crack on, use it. So I don't feel so bad about sharing his live stream because he's already told us he's cool with it. So we'll keep that and just see what happens over. Of course, it's maybe half hour. If there's anything there, it's dead easy. I click that button. No, I don't. I click.
Immigration Act 2023
And
is
we
actually
can-
a criminal offence
we
to
can
enter
hear
the country without a passport. You are aware of this, yeah? Okay, so if he
He's
entered the
educated
country on a
coppers.
boat, that's illegal, so he's a criminal. So he's a criminal. No, listen, the question is this. He's a criminal, isn't he? Because he broke the law. He broke the law.
Is he?
No, he didn't. He went to a processing centre for about 6 to 8 hours. Yeah? So I can guarantee he's on yours.
So there's a question here by Cheech. What are we going to do? Protesting peacefully or largely ignored, and when we fight back, labelled far-right thugs. The government are not listening to us. What should we do? Well, if you think about what's happened in the last few weeks with the EP in itself, the council shutting that out, the trans thing, a man's a man and a woman's a woman. Supreme Court agreed with the normal people and said, no, a man's a man and a woman's a woman. So they can ignore us, but we can still win. So we just keep doing what we're doing. That's my opinion. Somebody saying they've been paid TV licence in years. Somebody else is saying they don't bother paying council tax. So, PT's here again. Let's try this again. Hopefully get a better reception. How you doing, PT?
Mr. Houston,
PT.
we have a problem.
PT, getting that
Can you hear
again.
me?
I know we've got a added problem, Kenny. Oh, it's mental. You've got it's as if you've got the telly on the background listening to
I shut everything down. God, what's going on? I don't know. I've spoken to you before. It went down with you and Ratty. Well, but I don't know. I've shut down the computer. I don't know what's happening. I've got some great points to make, but if it's not working, it's not going to work. So I'll try again. If at first you don't try, if at first it doesn't succeed, try again.
I think you're all right now.
It's going to be difficult, but what we'll do is when you're not talking, I'll mute your mic and then we'll not get the feedback. So we'll get the feedback. Try that.
I don't know the feedback.
So, just unmute it.
Yeah, I just got off scot-free
Hello?
at the sheriff court. So fucking
Losing you again.
We're
losing you every stop with me.
I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to try again because I love your show. I love your politics as well. And
okay. God loves a trier, mate. I hope
God loves a Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
That's it. Right. Let's have something's happening here. I'll just put the sound back on at Epic. Let's have.
Blinding then, can't we? Yeah. There you go. I've got full touch now. Oh, get her off the fucking screen, guys. Get her off. You know, that's the last thing I want to be looking at.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Now we got touch. What's that? That's what you do to us, though, isn't it? No, but listen, many times the policemen's come out with their torch and blinded me. Yes. Now it's your turn. This is revenge. I'm getting my revenge on these Essex police officers. What's that? No. I'm from
Alex, how are you?
Yeah.
Another. Alex, can you hear me? Oh, there you are. He's busy. Alex, you're live in the telly.
Big
Alex. You're raped down, you're live in the telly. Yeah, it's chaos tonight.
He's always been on the move, like.
Oh, he's always on the go.
Down.
He's always on the go. What, sorry?
It's like every time he's joined,
he's
he's
away.
never been sat down.
Is
He's
Jay
always
up
just in
tonight?
the corner.
I'm losing you as well, DJ.
Who?
I don't know. I think it's every time I put something on the screen to share, it just makes everything else just snarl up. And my
That's
Wi-Fi's
weird.
lightning tonight. It was away up at 600 and 700 up and down speed. So I don't know.
Must be a computer then, or whatever
But
you're
let's
streaming
just go
from.
back over to Epic.
You check
Let's
like
go
your
back to Epic because it's presenting.
performance.
Do you know what? In about 7-8 weeks, actually, the only word. No. No. Oh.
Certainly got plenty of cops on standby there. So as if they're expecting something to kick off. I'm going to try and find out. Just what? Sorry.
I think it's always quite busy when he does his lives.
Yeah, but you think about it, that place should be settling down now. There was no mentions of it earlier on, and now suddenly there's all these cops and stuff. It's
I
just
wonder if
there's
they're
something
trying
happening here. that I just don't know yet. Possible. That could be it.
That's unfair.
Well, guys, I'm not going to have a long one tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to have a long one tonight, and the IT seems all over the place for everybody trying to join, so it's not much fun up here trying to deal with all the connection stuff as well. So I'm going to stick this live up from AY just for another 5 minutes, see if anything
How do I do it,
happens.
Paul? Community defaults. No, I don't want to hold no messages. Let's do a poll. Where do I do a poll at? How do I do a poll? This is how much of a dinosaur I am, you see. Does anyone know how I do a poll on a YouTube live? Let me have a look, see if this has got anything. Sorry if I'm blinding you, by the way.
Red Hat's here. Red Hat, they're away.
So how do I do a poll? Yeah, give it to Kieran for me, buddy. Yeah, look after that for me. Thank you, bro. So where's the poll? No, he hasn't been. We need to find out how to do the poll first, so we can see. We can have public opinion if he's been demoted or not. Is it in there? No, it's not in there.
Ralph here at Notting Hill, wouldn't you? Ralph here at Notting Hill.
Oh, start a poll. There we go. Did he get demoted? Yeah. Did. I don't want to miss potentially they or them. You know, don't want to get in trouble. Did he get demoted? Let's see how many people come, yeah? Yes or no? Start poll. Oh, no, I've got to add an option, surely. Oh, no, I've never even done the... Did he get demoted? 433 votes already, guys. That's very quick, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, my God, it's rocking up. We're in 600 now.
Yeah, it does seem that they're going to try and do something tonight. They're moving them in or out. They're trying to make a passageway to get people in or out of that hotel. So there is something going on. Right, PT, try you one more time.
I'm going to try for the third time. Can you hear me? I hope you can. I don't know.
You can hear me, yeah.
Houston, do we have a third problem?
Third time lucky. You have the floor.
Houston, can you hear me from the moon? Houston.
It's really, really it's really, really difficult, mate, because if it doesn't happen this time, I'm getting up for the night.
Oh, Jesus, so am I. That's not good. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I was hoping to get...
We can hear you. Just I would go straight to your point before we lose you again.
I want to go to London on the 13th. Who's going? Who's going? What are you going to do?
Half the country.
Motion detected at the front door.
Tommy Robinson.
About half the country.
Absolutely. If you recall the Million Man March against the Iraq War against Tony Blair, that's a long time ago. I can remember it. I'm that old. But this is more. And I've been checking out the prices on National Express, and I'm sure there's a few people that know that song, National Express, whatever. But it's better than the trains are better than driving. But I was wondering if maybe some of the Glasgow buses were putting on some stuff, or if you knew anything that was happening about it, because it's always better to.
I've not heard anything and something was on.
Down the road. What?
Yeah, somebody was asking me today if I knew anybody that could go lift, but I don't know anybody that's driving down. Anybody I know that's going down and
no, I'm talking about buses.
Either flying or train down. I don't know.
That's fair enough. No, I just thought I'd put it into the sphere and see if anyone knew anything about it, because I think that could be $1 million plus. What do you think?
Struggling to get you again, PT. I'm going to just give up for the night because I don't know if it's my end or your end or everybody's end, but it's just a nightmare trying to have conversations with people tonight. With people
I totally get that. Sorry about
feedback and all that stuff.
I don't know why.
So guys, I'm giving up the multi here with the IT stuff tonight, and I'm getting so much feedback and stuff that it's just driving me absolutely insane.
I think it's from his end.
Kevin didn't come up and be able to talk. I'm going to lose the will to live.
What are you saying? Yes,
Kevin.
I see Kev's fine.
Oh, wow, it's working.
What's happening?
What's happening?
No, mate, I'm just back.
I'm just about to hear.
You're just about to end, are you?
No, I was until you came up, because it's just everybody that's coming up. I've had Alex up, the boy there came up. There's been about 3 people up, and it's like we're getting loads of feedback, and you can't hear them, and it was actually really frustrating the life out of me, and I was starting to want to slap my head. But I can hear you fine. So what's happening there?
Not much, mate. Just back to Edinburgh, so just in the for about 2 minutes. So I'm just I'll come see what's happening. Seen you were still open, so I thought I'll jump in and say all right to you. So, what's the video we're watching?
AY's Epping protest.
All right.
It's something's happening at Epping tonight, and there seems to be a bit of activity down there.
No bad day.
I'm going to fold it tonight. It's doing my head in. Do you know what it is? It's as soon as I try and share something.
Must be that Wi-Fi's not
Sorry,
bedded in yet.
Captain.
Your Wi-Fi might not have been bedded in yet.
Oh, mate, I was checking the speed stuff for the day before I came on, and it's meant to be reaching a gigabyte after about a week. It's up at 6 to 800 up and down speed before I came on. So it's not that. I don't know what it is. It's some setting I've not done somewhere. And
You should
yeah, I know, but see when I share stuff.
Go to computer management. You can maybe check your performance and see what your computer's handling up.
Good.
If you're on a Windows,
Did I get that?
if you're on Windows, just go to the search
Settings.
bar. Are you on a Windows or
Yep.
Mac? Aye, so just go to the search bar
Yep, there.
and computer management.
Yes, I'm
And then-
on the search bar now.
I think
Put what?
that's just computer management.
What have it put?
Computer management.
Computer management. Yep, there. Yep, got it.
And then if you go down to performance,
Performance.
and then it should be a bit where it's highlighted in blue, open resource monitor,
Got it. Yep.
and then that should be telling you what all your stuff's doing, like your CPU, your memory, your network.
Okay. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at loads of stuff that looks like something off of Star Trek or something. These screens
got,
with
like,
loads of readings.
Black and green.
Yeah.
You should be able to see that would be how your device is
My
handling.
CPU is at 100%, so it must be my computer this end that's shite. Anyway, it's driving me insane, so I'm going to just wrap it for the night because I can't cope with this anymore. Catch you all some other time, John. Okay, so have a great night. Cheery bye now.